Welcome to East by West Farms. Here we grow what we eat and eat what we grow. Today I'm going to give an update on the Single Seed Challenge 2022 and show you the benefit of building swales. Today is the middle of June and we already have 100 Fahrenheit temperature. That's like 36 degrees C or so. We didn't have much rain this year. It's been very, very dry. I can remember we only had 2 rain really in the last few months. This is the berm of the swale that Chris stuck last winter, and we really see the benefit of it. You can see over here along the berm, it's actually quite green and covered by squashes and other plants that we planted in spring. I haven't watered them at all, so it's all use the water that from the swale. The swale dried up 2 or 3 weeks ago, but the berm seems to be still, probably underneath, is still stored quite a lot of water, and I don't see any kind of stress from the squash plants. That is really working. Let me show you what I have here along the berm of the swale. This is some kind of bean. I think it's green bean. Seems just starts to growing and they haven't had bloom yet. This is a watermelon. There's some bloom over here. I don't see, there's a baby watermelon over here. That's pretty nice. I was looking for, I thought that the other plants already have a bigger watermelon, so that is good. I have a tomato plants over here that I don't even remember I seeded. This is a spaghetti squash. It's already pretty big. In the garden, the spaghetti squash is already freezed out. Here it started a little bit late and it looks like it's still going pretty strong. I see also a small one over here. So the leaves doesn't look like it's stressed at all. This one is a butternut squash, and there's a baby butternut squash forming over here. I have more watermelon. Down there is some sunflower seeds that I just sprinkled around. There are a few of them. This one is our Single Seed Challenge 2022 that is grown from a seed that we collected last year. The plant looks good, except there are a little bit sun damage to the leaves, and so it's not surprising because the sun has been baking like no tomorrow. For the companion plant, I planted some sesame and the sunflowers. Sesame like it really dry. It doesn't want too much water at all. It's a beautiful plant. It has this pink flower that blooms through the whole summer. Down here, this is the flowers are done, that we have the seed pod. The nice thing with sesame is also an insect repellent. So even the stalk and of course the oil keep the insect out. So I'm glad that it grew very well and provides some companion for the wax melon. Here is a few sunflower plants. Sunflowers are relatively drought tolerant and it provides shade for the squash plant. I I really want to experiment without watering for the berm. My estimation is if we get like rain, once a really good rain to fill up the swale every 2 months or so, we probably don't need to water it. In Texas, you never know. We may not get rain until maybe September, October. I hope not, but that's a possibility. For the single seed challenge, I want to give it a little bit attention because this is kind of at the end of the swale, so the water here may be less than over there. I see some heat stress or water stress over here, but not over there. It might be because there are more plants over here. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is set up a 5-gallon bucket, and I already drilled a hole over here, and I will bury this halfway in the ground. That way I only need to come to fill this bucket maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, and keep this area relatively moist, and hopefully that will help them survive through the summer here in case we don't have any rain. So all I need is use the sharpshooter to dig a hole big enough. So I can see that may be 6 to 1 foot down. The soil is still moist. If the plants have deep enough roots, and it can still access this water. Okay, let's see if I can. So now I just need to fill up water. The hole is too big. It was not, I drilled the hole not for this purpose. So what I'm going to do is put some clay in there. Okay. And these clays are very slow draining clay. That's much better. Take quite a while to fill the 5-gallon bucket. Okay. All right. In this video, I showed you what things are growing along the berm of the swale. Even though we didn't have much rain this year and the temperature has been very high, they really didn't show any stress. I also give you an update on the single seed challenge 2022 and the plants, the companion plants that are growing around it. They seem to be doing pretty well. Just to be safe, I also made this watering mechanism here so that I can water it maybe every other week or so. Hopefully that will keep it survive this hot, dry summer in Texas. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it down below. If you have not done so, please hit the subscribe button to follow our journey with the East by West farms.